Hello guys, it is I, Retrodude, Retro Forever. Welcome to this awesome video. This is dedicated to the two awesome content creators who are subscribers of mine. One is TheRetrobear and two is Retro2futuregaming, who've also done their piece on their favourite gaming franchise they love. Right, or they like, sorry. And I'll start off with one franchise that I absolutely like. You know, I can never get tired of playing these games until you play Metal Gear Solid franchise from the awesome people at Konami. And thank you, Hideo Kojima, for, you know, your beautiful brain has brought the world to this excellent stealth game that he's basically telling you can't go in run and gunning people and get alerting the guards. He wants you to be clever. He wants you to use your tools at your disposal to take out the guards or sneak past, especially using a cardboard box to go through past the guards. And you know, and it evolved, you know, in the later games as well. And the enemies got even more smarter with the genome soldiers from the original game, opposite this one, of course, who have sensitive hearing. And you know, I like the fact, you know, it's got excellent philosophical history behind these games, from the presidential scandals or something like that, and also La-Di-Di-Lo and the nuclear wars as well, and referencing World War I and II history in the timeline of the war predicaments that happened in our dark ages of the time. So, you know, for me, it's a massive one long history lesson for all Metal Gear Solid games, and I get fascinated by the history. You can actually be like a history tutor if you play these sort of games. You can learn a lot from him. You know, this, especially using you know, the future of military is going to be more bipedal tanks of destruction, and these awesome game franchises make me smile. You know, when you got these excellent characters who have great strengths and weaknesses, including Solid Snake, who was basically, he is a great soldier and he has flaws like everybody else does. You know, we're not super perfect soldiers that have like great killer vision. You know, we all have vulnerability throughout, and has excellent quotation marks, great quotes. There's one I like that I'll never forget is love cannot bloom on a battlefield. And then what was it, Oregon, when he says, Snake, what am I fighting for? And he goes, what are you fighting for? And then Solid Snake says to Oregon, you know, like, if we make through this, I'll tell you. And yes, great timeless quotes. I like the fact that Hideo Kojima is an absolutely amazing movie buff guy. He loves all movies, and then he injected it into this game package from all games. It's fantastic stuff, and he breaks the fourth wall drugs, you know, and especially with video, and then Hideo, like Hideo video, like you get on a normal video cassette. You know, he's so funny. He has great sense of humor. Cam Clark is awesome as Liquid Snake, who's also Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles voice actor, and David Hayter, who obviously got his fame from this game alone. And this is where he started career and grew even more stronger. And I'd really like to meet David Hayter because he's my hero. And yeah, if you're watching this, dude, you're pretty good. So, you know, and it's got excellent bad guys from Foxhound. You know, you've got to find out their weaknesses as well. You know, you've got to be really clever and trying to take them out in, you know, clever little ways. What can I say about Metal Gear Solid franchise? It's amazing for me, and everybody out there, even my fan community on Facebook, adores Metal Gear Solid for a lot of great reasons. It holds great nostalgia values that I'll never forget. And thank you, Hideo Kojima. I absolutely salute you, and I can't wait to play your next game, Death Stranding. Super Mario franchises. Whee! Yes, let's go. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it indeed. I like the Super Mario franchises. I remember playing the Game Boy version of Super Mario Land on the Game Boy, and I gotta tell you, Gunpei Yokoi is an absolute genius. He created that that awesome game, and I fell in love with it ever since you know, the Game Boy launched back in the old 90s, and I'm still playing their games to this day. I absolutely adore Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, Super Mario 64. Super Mario Odyssey on the Switch, and what's the other one? Super Mario Sunshine on the GameCube. There's something special about those games. They take you on a journey. They take you on a nice in weird, quirky ways. You know, there's really cool power-ups. You know, you can get suits for Mario. You can jump on enemies like Koopa Troopers and Goombas. Yeah, you know, and then also you got to rescue from a princess from King Bowser, and who's now the president of USA, Nintendo America. Which reminds me, guys, if you see that E3, go and see that little snippet of Bowser wearing a tie. It's so funny, and you know, these games are absolutely timeless for me. You know, I'll never forget them, and the music by Koji Kondo. Yeah, I'll still have tears of River Mountain flowing for weeks on end, because I just get very, very happy when I play these games. They're an absolute joy to play. They're simple, they're fun. There's some kind of tricky levels which I like. You know, it actually hones in on your skills. And if you know, you can do like triple jumps, you know, with Mario. I really like doing those. You know, it's just such a thrilling, fun, happy time. It's Nintendo's best IP to date, and all their games are fantastic. Always. All hail Mario! All hail Nintendo! And that's why I like the Super Mario's franchise. Thank you, Nintendo. The Sonic franchise! Gotta go fast! Whoosh! Yeah, amazing game franchise. I remember playing the Mega Drive version back when I was very young, and I was so impressed by how fast the game was. And it was using blast processing power on the Mega Drive to make everything go flying past. You couldn't do that on the Super Nintendo, so Sega did it first. So yes, and all their games are fantastic except for Sonic 06. I'm sorry, but I know a lot of people could have screamed at me, well, why are you praising Sonic? Well, there's a lot of great Sonic games, there were a lot of bad Sonic games, but I'm praising the good ones first, especially 1, 2, and 3, and Sonic and Knuckles, and who was the other ones? There was loads. Sonic Generations, that was really good. That was a nice celebration to his birthday, you know, and the culminating of Mega Drive and 3D games. The Dreamcast games were really good fun as well, especially Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. And I like the fact he has a load of friends, including Knuckles, who's a cool dude who likes to spray rocks. Tails, who is a great inventor of flying machines and all that stuff. And he has a cool two tails, like goes flying off, and he can help Sonic. And it's really good fun aesthetic of playing these games. I still enjoy them. You know, when I go back and play them, I just always grin with joy, and especially with the music in this sort of game franchise, that helps it uplift you in a way. And you know, this game franchise will always be the greatest in my book. Sonic. It is Uncharted series. Yes, starring Nathan Drake, who was also the son of Francis Drake. Yes. So, which is really awesome about this guy. You know, he has great witty one-liners. You know, he has good combat skills. He knows how to handle guns and stuff like that. Especially in this game, he has the rope mechanic. He does these flying punches in the air. You know, he's everyone's dream of action hero. You know, this is what I like about the dude. You know, he solves puzzles in the ancient jungles and caves and all that stuff. Kind of similar to like Tomb Raider, but obviously with Indiana Jones into it, of high octane excitement. That is so why I like this franchise in particular, because every time I play, especially Uncharted 2, I always get this happiness, you know, I never felt before. When I played it the first time on the PS3, I was absolutely spellbound of how they moved the buildings. You couldn't do this in the other consoles, but PS3 did it first. You know, like environmental damage. You know, one hit, and then the rocket, and then the helicopters, or the Hindies, and the missiles firing, and you know, it's just pure excitement. It's like watching a Hollywood movie, but you're playing in the game. That's what I like about it. You can also get the other ones too, but yes, and Uncharted 3 was amazing too, and all of them are fantastic games. You know, I'm not sure about the PSP version, but the PSP version, the PSP Vita version was okay, and I thought that was good fun too, with the the touch controls. But all of them are great, you know. And he has Sully, who's basically like going for gold all the time, and says, "Where's the money? Where's the money?" And then you got his other mates as well, and Chloe as well, who's always going like, "Please, Nathan, don't go out and kill yourself," sort of thing. And so you know, and there's also a movie in the works, guys. Tom Holland, who is now going to be this main protagonist. Yeah, sorry, I nearly pointed the wrong thing. Yes, and I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to see how they portray it. You know, I'm a huge fan of this franchise. And every time I will go back and play these games time and time again and have an amazing, thrilling ride of my life. And here we go, it's a game, Fishy High Rules! Zelda franchises! Yes, so many great Zelda games. They all get recommendations of equal caliber of all 10 out of 10s on all boards, including Wind Waker, Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is my all-time favourite on the N64. That gave me tears of joy and happiness, and all the other, in the NES games and the Game Boy one of Link's Awakening, which I'm really excited about for the new remake coming out this year in September. So, wow, Nintendo are gods at making RPGs. Where RPGs fails, Nintendo thrive to succeed. And Shigeru Miyamoto was amazing guy, you know. His beautiful brain came up with this mythical world of awesome forests and awesome dungeons and seascapes and landscapes and all the other places. You know, you can imagine it all came from his mind. The interesting fact about the Zelda franchise, Shigeru Miyamoto went to a walk in the forest. And he said to himself, "Oh, I'd like to have an adventure in the forest." And then, boom! That's what you get. And I like the protagonist of Link, and he has a link to his website. I know, that's terrible! Yes, and he's a cool elf with a green hat, and he has a huge arsenal of weapons. You know, you can use the bow and arrow, you can use the hook shot, you can use his master sword, which is so cool. It's got the Triforce logo on it, and yes, and they're all incredibly well-crafted games, excellent dungeon design, excellent music, and excellent characters, and all-round a great game franchise that you should play, guys, now. And there's new ones probably coming online. And Breath of the Wild 2 is in the works, which has got me really excited seeing Ganondorf as Mummy. I mean, wow. Yes. Oh my goodness. You know, wow. And that's the Zelda franchise for you. If you guys liked this video, remember to please like, comment, and subscribe. And as Retrodude says, Retro forever. And keep on gaming, people. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.